Hello everyone, my name's Damien from All Skills Evaporative and Gas. And today we're going to talk to you about evaporative cooler replacement. And we're going to give you the information to help you choose the right cooler for your home. So you've just had us out to service your cooler and we've explained that you need a new evaporative cooler. The reason why we say it is we kind of have a rule of thumb. If your cooler's older than 15 years old and you've got to spend more than $1,000 on it, it just kind of makes sense to take the old one off, put a brand new one on. As a consumer, you're going to get bombarded with information from different manufacturers and different suppliers, and you're going to get so much information on why each brand is the best and why you should avoid other brands. To be perfectly honest, evaporative cooling works exactly the same. What we're looking at is the efficiency, the simplicity of the unit, and trying to get longevity. So we're going to just give you some tips on choosing the right machine. So when we are sizing the unit to your home, the first thing we're going to do is get in your roof and inspect your ducting, because it doesn't matter how big your home is. If you've got existing ducting in your home, we're kind of limited on how much air we can actually supply. But we can make sure that that ducting is filled adequately by choosing the right machine. Secondly, we look at components called the drop boxes. People often wonder, what is a drop box? It's the actual box that connects your cooler to your ducting, so that goes through your roof. And after an extended period of time, you start to get rust and corrosion. So it makes sense to replace this while we're doing the cooler. So this is an extremely rusted dropper, and this is what they should actually look like. So I've been working on coolers for 20 years, and the brand that I recommend is called Cool Breeze. Tip 1, they're made locally in WA. The second bonus is that you get a 10-year warranty, parts and labour. No one else on the market kind of offers you that. This is the only brand that uses the EcoPad, so there's no formaldehyde in them. After we've checked your ducting and the other componentry and everything's fine and we're just looking at replacing your cooler, it really doesn't have to be that complicated at all. Evaporative cooling is a very simple process. So we'll start with the basics. You need a fan to draw in the air. This is a direct drive fan. This is the most efficient way of moving air on the market. You need your filter pads. So all brands of evaporative cooler use the same filter pad. The difference with the Cool Breeze is with the EcoPad, they're not treated with formaldehyde. So you actually breathe easy with these pads. So you've got your fan, you're drawing air through your wet pads. You have a water pump, it's pumping up water, which saturates the pads, and then you've got your water management. No matter what salesman or what brand you ring and what company, it's their job to sell their brand. They're not going to turn around and go, actually, Cool Breeze are the best brand on the market, you should actually buy them. But I'm a service technician. I really don't care what brand of cooler you get. We have access to all brands. Just value for money, this is the brand that we recommend. They're locally made, they're really, really simple. You get a 10-year warranty, parts and labour. And because we buy straight from the manufacturer, they're a very competitive price for what you're actually getting. So bang for your buck, you can't actually beat a Cool Breeze. So let's just talk about the water management quickly. Different machines have different water management styles. They either have an electronic drain or a hydraulic drain or a counterweight drain. All the other types are mechanical and they're prone to failure, and we replace tons and tons of drain valves. It's our bread and butter. Unfortunately with the Cool Breeze, their counterweight system is genius. They never fail. This is the actual counterweight drain of the evaporative cooler with the Cool Breeze. So when you turn the unit on, water comes through this pipe and it fills up this box. And the weight of the water shuts the box. And it forms a seal at the bottom and it allows the machine to fill. When you turn the unit off, it loses pressure, the drain opens and releases the water. It's genius. So yeah, I've never actually had to replace one of these due to mechanical failure. So just touching on water management and water consumption, it doesn't matter what brand of evaporative cooler you've got. If they're actually the same size, they're going to need the same amount of water to achieve the same amount of cooling. No one can defy the laws of physics and use less water to achieve more cooling with evaporative cooler. It just doesn't work that way. So after 5 hours of continual use, the water content is building up with salt. So Cool Breeze know after 5 hours we would like to do a drain and we top up with fresh water. Other brands go, well, we can go longer before we drain your water. The only way around that is that actually have a bigger sump. So some hold 20 litres, so they can do a 10-hour interval. Some machines actually hold 80 litres of water. So you think that you're actually using less water and doing less drains, but it drains a big amount of water. And it's actually holding that water until it's reached that service interval. So with the Cool Breeze, when you turn it off, it empties completely. So it's 10 litres, it's equivalent to a toilet flush. And when you fill up, again, it's brand new fresh water. Some machines that are waiting for that water to reach a certain salt level, they'll hold 80 litres of water. It could sit in there for a week and the water starts to go green because it's lost the chlorine content. And I don't see the benefit of holding such a large amount of water in your machine until it reaches a certain salt level and then draining. It's really better to have an empty machine that's dry and clean and it fills up with fresh water every time that you turn it on. Another really cool feature that I like about the Cool Breeze is the wall control. Some brands actually have an LCD touchscreen to turn it on and off. They are prone to a lot of issues and I don't understand what's the importance of having an on-off button and display in high definition. This is just real simple, it's actually bulletproof, and another reason why you get a 10-year warranty with the Cool Breeze. It's just simple buttons to turn it on and off. Nothing can actually go wrong with this system. So just to recap, when it comes to choosing the right evaporative cooler for your home, evaporative cooling is a very simple process and it should be kept simple. You don't need to overcomplicate it with mega computers for controlling the water salinity. Keeping it super simple and using really good componentry with a 10-year warranty, that's why Cool Breeze is. As a service technician, this is my first brand of choice.